when you choose to raise the bar for the people you're speaking with, you not only encourage them to keep up, but you also establish an understanding that you're expecting them to do some of the good solid work that brings them to a higher level when they're around you. So this may be combative toward a commonly expressed understanding of treat people like they're in third grade or at some 10-year-old level or whatever. To my experience, what I've found, I mean, I'm only doing this stuff for the past 38 years, so I have plenty to learn. But 10-year-olds, third graders, etc., they're pretty damn smart. They're intuitive. They're not looking to be pandered to. They're not looking to be condescended to, and they won't respond to that well. The whole idea is to actually treat them like they're smart. I think a lot of people out there in this online business space are manipulative, are condescending, and also reduce things to not just a simplistic level, but actually an underachieving concept of what it means to deliver. It's poor. It's in bad taste. It's in bad form. It's definitely not respectful of people's intelligence. Anybody who doesn't understand some of the, larger language you might use, what some of my esteemed fellows at my former garbage job used to refer to as my 25-cent words. When you use bigger words, maybe it hasn't occurred to you, but most people have this new invention called Google. They can actually figure it out. You can also always tell them, look, if you don't get one of the concepts or you don't understand a word I'm saying, here's what it means. You can take time out and say it, or you can say, reach out to me. What part didn't you get? What part of Googling the concept or the word, is out of your grasp? Because I'm happy to continue this conversation with you. So you can say stuff like that too. The upshot is that when you include people, when you bring people along, when you make concepts fun and progressively and incrementally understandable, you can speak to people on a level that establishes a higher level of understanding that gives them the feeling that you are not only a good leader, but you're also expecting people to join you at that higher level, This gives you and them a really firm foundation for continuing in a really solid, badass way. There are other ways to do it, but I don't recommend them. This is how you will turbocharge your conversations with practically everybody. Don't condescend. And learn how to break it down so that you can move a one-way discourse like this into feeling like a two-way dialogue, because it should be a two-way back and forth. Should be. Should always feel that way. Actually, it is. Isn't that right? You get where I'm coming from with this, right? Of course you do. Okay, cool. When you want to see a copy of a lecture that I gave recently to one of my client sessions, one of the clients in the feedback, the Q&A at the end of the session said, you just explained in 15 minutes what some people I've worked with took a year to try to articulate. I think that's great. It's not it's not an attaboy for me. I work really hard to be able to do that. But it's the kind of understanding that type of feedback offers, so that we all know we're on that level and we're on that page. Dense, badass, massive steps forward with clearly thought out, well orchestrated, incremental steps toward a higher learning. Speak soon. If you want that, respond, lecture. I'll get it to you. In the meantime, go get them. Speak to you later.